Hey everybody, it's Michelle with Comfy Cozy Living. I have been working on my pandemic journal today. I hadn't worked on it for a while because, quite frankly, it was a little depressing, and our reality is kind of depressing enough, so I just put everything aside, and now I decided to work on it. And did as much as I can, and then I'm gonna leave a little bit of the rest to kind of add more to it to, as the situation, I don't want to say progresses, but I guess that is the only way to put it. So, I last ended on this page, I think. And this is what I've worked on today. So, Lysol, spray it on everything. I guess it was a wipe, but whatever. It's a spray can here. And then I put, if you could find these at the store, you struck gold. And then I found the word bleach a couple pages later. So then I went over and added that on there. Then I said, this was another hot commodity, the Mucinex. And then I had this big thing of toilet paper. And I said, jackpot, toilet paper. I've always been a quilted northern girl, but now you take what you can find. Charmin is actually okay, but I better not have to use Cottonelle. And that is how I really feel, because I think Cottonelle kind of is like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's all, like it comes apart or something. I don't know. So, this says, time stands still, but at the same time, time flies. And then I just put these pages with clocks. And then in the background was clocks, but you can't really see that. So that was the end of the first signature. And then I actually did this whole next signature today too. So this I just put Tale of Woe. I didn't really put anything else. I just left the pictures. It's not like, I'm not trying to fill everything up all the time. You know, it just depends on how I'm going with it. Now this signature is mostly filled with words. I think I put lots of like words that I had cut out. So I put perspective. And then I said, I truly believe that we will all come out of this with a greater sense of it. If we don't, then we have a bigger problem than we'll ever realize. And that's just, this is all just my opinion. It's my journal. Just chill. And then I said, easier said than done. Okay. Now this page, this was something that a friend of mine had, and she gave me a copy of it, but I couldn't fit it on here, so I cut it and just put it here and here. And this is just this isolation well-being list, you know, where it tells you to shower and take your medication and drink water and, you know, try to do things that, you know, kind of used to take for granted maybe. And I just said, hard to believe that we'd actually need a reminder, but it is a great guide to keeping our sanity. Here, and this is totally on purpose that I used the gray here. So nice and easy. And I put nice and easy. Oh, what is that piece there? Nice and easy is the hair color I use. I've done it once during this time. Will I do it again or just go gray? Don't know yet. Time will tell, right? Quarantine. I said, whoever would have thought we'd actually use this word so much. And I was Zooming a friend of mine while I was doing this. We just Zoom each other and just chit-chat while we're doing it. And I said, you know, it's true. I said, what's next? Quicksand? It just seems so old time, like from the movies when I was a kid, and like quicksand was like my biggest worry. So anyhow, made in America. I said this seems more important now than ever before. And then I had this old picture out of one of the old photo albums that I had, and it was hard to, because it was like a lot of it was stuck, but I didn't care. I mean, you get the point. It's a girl with a graduation cap. And so I didn't mind that this stuff was on there. So I just had the word celebrate, and I had put that Rachel's 18th birthday is June 6th, And Rachel's high school graduation is June 12th. And I put question marks because, will we really celebrate? I said this young lady got to celebrate her graduation, but will Rachel get to celebrate hers? And then I did put, we didn't get to celebrate Easter as a family. Excuse me. This page is not done, but you might be able to figure out what it is. In the fight against COVID-19, there's only one king of the jungle. And I use these colors for tiger, and this is kind of jungly, right? So I'm gonna get my friend to print off a picture of Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, and I'm gonna put that on here. Because, it literally came out like during the beginning of the quarantine and everything. And I think that it's very indicative of this. It will be like an era kind of identifier someday in the future. So, again, this was like a clock, so I was doing time. And I said, times are sad when you can't go to your favorite places, Goodwill, flea markets, rummage sales. Oh, I wish. And then I had a couple price tags from Goodwill stuff, so I put them on there. Yeah, and then I just kind of went on to that. No baseball? Well, now it sounds like there will be, but just no crowds. It is May 19th, so we shall see. So I just wanted to put like today's date because if I had done this page when I first started this journal, there was no baseball, but now they're talking about it. So I just had this little ephemera piece, and I just drew this on. I used to be really good at making that little logo. Oh, I had it all over my high school stuff in the 80s, early 80s when the 1982 Brewers were the bomb. Anyway, I didn't really work on it too hard. Let's face it. Play ball. So, of course, I did like blue and yellow for the Brewers. And then I had the words eat and out, and I put eat out. Oh, I wish. Everybody is trying to do curbside pickup now. Although, obviously, like as of today or last week in our area, things are starting to open. But this is kind of like, a little bit of a generalization too, to reflect the time. So, obviously, any kind of thing like, era or event or whatever eventually might end. So it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, well, it eventually stopped. No, at the end of my book, and then I'll maybe put, as of this date, everything is normal again, or whatever, if that ever happens. Then these guidelines had come in the mail. I had saved them when I got the card. So I just stuck this in there. And then I put stay strong and wear a mask. And that's the end of that signature. So I have one signature left. And, like as things progress, like I said, I'll add to it. I can flip through a little bit of this for, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this already. So I'm not going to like narrate it. But yeah, so I just feel like, we don't know, is this going to end at summertime? Is this going to end in, at the end of the year? We don't know. But I will be adding to this because school is becoming a really important issue in our family because my son had to finish his first year of college online, and my daughter had to finish, is finishing right now her senior year of high school. And will she, get to go to college, or is it going to be, online? And quite frankly, I'm not sure what we're going to do, because this college online is not for everybody, and it's kind of a possible waste of time and efforts and money in the end. So it's not for everybody. So it's one of these things that we're going to have to really kind of think about as time goes. So anyway, there's the pandemic journal as it is today. So, if you know anybody that's into junk journaling and everything, you might share my channel with them and see what's next, right? And if you like this video, I'd love it if you would give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments as usual. You know, are you working on a journal? What are you, what's your journal about? You know, you don't have to be a junk journaler to be keeping a journal, so to speak. Especially during this pandemic, a lot of people maybe are writing down their feelings or their thoughts, or, this is a heavy time for people. And even if things are kind of relaxing a little bit now, are they really? We might see a spike in a week or two because everybody's nuttily going out without masks or whatever. And who knows? So, we don't know when the end will really be of this, but, write things down, because it's a great way to kind of be in touch with your feelings and also help you out emotionally sometimes. So, yeah, I'd love to know if you're journaling or any of that. Put that down in the comments for me. So for now, we'll just say I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.